for your certification, you need to know one thing, and that is how do you generate the SSH keys for your cloud server. So I'll definitely explain about SSH keys in some time, and this is part of your certification. You need to know it. And this activity, guys, everyone has to do with me. So for now, what you can do is quickly download, if possible. Can you all quickly download Putty Gen software? So I'll show you how to download it so that it becomes easy. And guys, I want you to do it right now because I want you to practice this during the session. It will be easy and fun. So Putty Gen download. Just type Putty Gen download in Google, and you see this one, Putty Gen download. That's the second one you can click. And I think this is, no, this is not the,
Hi,
right.
Aram.
Yes, Ikechi, tell me.
Is Putty Gen download, this Putty Gen, is it different from the Putty we had already?
Yes, it's a different software.
Okay.
So if you go to putty.org, over here you see download Putty, click here, and then within this page, this is where you get Putty Gen. And I think our time is running. Can you see this puttygen.exe? This is the software you need to download. Now, depending on your Windows, try to go for 64-bit version, like mine is 64-bit version. And if yours is 32-bit, go for the 32-bit version. Click on this, it will download, and no need to install. It's a very small software. Once it is downloaded, if you click, it will open up right away. Okay, for Mac, the Putty key, SSH key generation process is completely different. So maybe what I can do is I have a Mac. So for that, I can show you separately. I think we can show it in, or I can demonstrate it in the same session. For Mac, it's a little bit different, or any Linux operating system. So guys, once the Putty key Gen software is downloaded, what happens is for your Oracle Cloud server. Now, see this server, guys. This server is in Oracle Cloud. All right. So this Oracle test server is residing in the Oracle Cloud. So what happens is now that I am the owner of the Oracle Cloud and I know the login details. So Oracle Public Cloud, OPC, is the login name that you have to use. And that's the admin login. You will never get the root ID password when you create a server in cloud, because root ID password are kept by the cloud vendor so that if there is a problem, they have the highest level privilege, but they will also give you a highly like root privileged user. So OPC, Oracle Public Cloud, that's the acronym, and that's the user that you get with the highest privileges. If it is AWS Cloud, then the highest user privilege on a Linux machine is EC2-user. That's the exact way you need to type in the login. Then only you'll be able to log in. And now that I know the passphrase or the password for this server, so let me first connect to it. Now I'm connected to the server, but the question becomes, how do we create keys? This is important, guys. How do we create keys for the server? So this is a cloud server. I'll demonstrate what we are going to do. Cloud server. All right. And in this cloud server, why we first create it, first time, as a cloud owner, I have uploaded a key, right? So I know like what key I have uploaded, and using the same key, I can log into this server using Putty, right? But at this stage, as a different user, you guys are different users, correct? I want to give access to you guys on the server, correct? In this case, I the one easy way is I share my private key with all of you. You use the key to connect to the server, or I ask you to generate your own keys, and I, as an administrator, I use each of your keys and upload them into the server, and then you have your own dedicated key to log into the cloud server. So what we are trying to do is, I am not going to share my private key with you all. Rather, I will help you as an administrator of this server. I will ask you to generate the keys using Putty Gen. That is Putty key generator. I think that should be the correct name for the software. So you will generate your own keys on your system. You will give me the keys because I am the server administrator. And then I will take all of your keys and upload into the cloud. Then using Putty, you will try to connect to the cloud server. So this key generation and uploading of this key into the cloud is what part of your certification. And that's the reason we are doing this activity. Please download the Putty Gen software. As I mentioned, go to this link, and this is the puttygen.exe. Depending on your system, download 64-bit or 32-bit. Now, this is important over here is your job is to generate the key and give it to the server administrator. Okay, in this case, right now, I am acting as a server admin, right? I am the server admin. So you as a DBA or cloud Oracle cloud user, you should know how to generate a key pair and give it to the server administrator. So what we are going to learn is we will be generating a key pair. I think all of you should do it with me. So once you open the Putty key generator software, you need to click on generate. All right. And then what you need to do is, can you see this green bar? It is not moving. If you read this one, what it says, please generate some randomness by moving the mouse over the blank area. Not really blank area, you can move anywhere. So the more randomly you move your mouse, the faster it will capture the movements. So this kind of like guarantees the uniqueness of the key. Like no two people in the world can move the mouse in the same way for a certain duration, right? Now you can see this key has been generated. This is where it becomes a little important. Now what you can do is you can define a comment or add a comment to your key. You can say like my Oracle Cloud key. That's the comment. Like you can have any comment, or I can say online training Oracle Cloud key. That will simplify. Then you have a key phrase. That means you need to assign a password. It is highly recommended. You can also skip it, but it is highly recommended. If you guys remember, when you connect to your AWS cloud machines, like all your practice labs are created in AWS cloud, when you add the key, or if you remember, I have shared a key file with all of you, and when you select that key and log into the server, it will never ask you for password because no key phrase is assigned to it. But for us to be highly secure, we will assign a key phrase. And make sure guys, whatever key phrase you're assigning, you remember it. There is no way to recover it. So for the test purpose, I am assigning test at the rate 123, and I am confirming the key phrase like test at the rate 123. All right. And once you do that, you need to save the private key. This key is for yourself, for you to have the key. Without this key, you won't be able to log into the server. So click on save private key and give a location. Like I'll save it on desktop, like my sorry, online training OC key. I'm giving some name, and I'm clicking on save. So I have saved my key on my server. And now this is important, guys. This is something you need to give. Whatever text you are seeing over here, this is something you need to give to your server administrator. So copy everything inside this box, this little box. This is the exact key that helps match your key with the server key. So let me show something. All right, this is the key. So what happens is, one key you have already stored on your system. The other key, the actual key, you are telling your server administrator, hey, can you add this key into the Oracle Cloud so that I can use my own key file to access the server? So let's take you as a DBA, you give that key to me. Okay, now what I will do, my job is to log into the Oracle Cloud. Okay, and then inside the Oracle Cloud, you have to definitely log in as OPC user. So guys, this is something you don't do it, but you should know. This stuff is done by a system administrator. Your job is just to generate the key and give to the system administrator, all right? And save your private key. So as a system administrator, I'm showing you what I'll do. I will log in as the main super user, and then in the home directory, wherever I am, /home/opc, in this directory, I will get into cd.ssh. This is the folder. And inside this folder, if you go for ls-lrt, you will see something called as authorized keys file. So what, as a system administrator, I need to do is I need to add the key given by you into this authorized key files, so that next time when you try to log into this server with your key, the server will be able to match this key under the authorized keys file with the key that you are using to connect to the server. So what I'll do is I'll open this file, authorized keys, and you can see there is already two keys that are added. One is SSH. It will always start with SSH-RSA. Okay, can you see SSH-RSA? These are the two keys that have been added. But what I need to do is I need to go to the end of the file and add the third key. So assuming that this key has been given by you guys, so I'll copy this key, Control C, paste it over here, save the file, and I'm done. So what we have done till now is, I'm just reiterating for you guys to understand. Okay, so one person, he used Putty Gen, they saved a private key on their system, and then they shared the exact key details with the server administrator. What server administrator did is, as OPC user, the server administrator added the key to authorized underscore keys file. Now what you have to do is, let's take, we will open Putty. Within Putty, you now have to connect to the server with the new key that has been generated. So as a server administrator, I'm telling you, hey, I have added your key. Now you can connect to the server. So if I load this profile, this is the IP address of the server. But what I will do is, within the SSH, within the authentication, I'm using an old key, but I will actually browse to the new key that we just now generated. Can you see online training Oracle Cloud key? So I will connect to this server using this new key that we have just now generated, right? And just click on open. Now, can you see? We are able to log into the server, and if I type Oracle Public Cloud OPC, and it will ask you the passphrase. This passphrase is nothing but what you have given exactly over here. So what we have given, test@123, and can you see I'm able to log into the server. So as part of your certification, guys, this is important: how to use Putty Gen, how to save your own private key, how to share your private key with the server administrator, and then use your private key in the putty in order to connect to the server. So as a fun activity, what we are going to do is, I want all of you to generate your own private key and then share me this part with me in the chat. I will add this to authorize_keys, and then we will see, are you able to connect to the cloud server using your own key or not? All right. So if you guys, I mean, whoever wants to participate, you can, it's not compulsion. And if you feel like you want to do it separately later on, I mean, up to you guys. Anyone wants to participate, let me know. Otherwise, we can save time and move on to something else.
Yes, me.
Okay. So what you guys do is, if you want to participate, quickly generate your key, save your key, share me the SSH key in the chat. I will add it to authorize keys, and then you try to connect to the server using the putty.
Run, I have shared that SSH key.
Okay, Suryakant, so let me add your SSH key into this.
Mitesh here.
Guys, one by one, okay? So Mitesh is done, Suryakant is done. So let me add Mitesh SSH key. So Mitesh, I'm adding yours. And guys, don't worry, I'll be deleting these SSH keys because these servers are not for your use. SSH and vi authorized_keys. So I'm going to the end of the file. I'm copying Mitesh. Mitesh, this is your key. I'm adding your key and I'm saving it. We'll do one by one, guys. So Mitesh, your key has been added. Now what you have to do is open Putty and use this IP address. I'll give you the IP address of the server, right? Oracle test server. Use this IP address 130.61.44.228, and in the SSH, in the authentication, upload your key file that you just generated, and then connect.
130.61.
44.228. And for login, use OPC username.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. So everyone, guys, let me add other users' keys. Meanwhile, Suryakant, I'm adding your key. And this is...
Yeah, OPC.
Suryakant, I think there is some issue with your key, or did I not copy everything? Okay, my mistake, sorry. I did not copy the full stuff. Suryakant is done. Wait, guys, I did not share it, save it yet. Ahmed, yours is also done. All right, so Ahmed, Suryakant, and Mitesh, you can continue in Putty to connect to the server. The IP address is 130.61.44.228.
Arun, I have connected it. Like it is asking for a phrase key.
That's the key name. That's the password you gave during the Putty key generation. Give that password.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's connected.
Amazing. Awesome. How about Suryakant and Ahmed?
Arun, I'm trying it.
All right. So guys, just an idea. most of the servers, they are moving towards key based logins rather than sharing the ID password. So your key will have a password rather than the OCP. Now, can you see in this activity, I did not share the OPC user password with any one of you. So still you're able to log into the server. So that's the beauty about the new security standards that are being followed by the cloud and the other server administrators. Ahmed, what's the status?
Arun, I am able to connect.
Awesome, man.
Thanks.
You're not sure, no update from Ahmed. So guys, this is just because it's part of your certification I just showed you, and in real time, you won't be updating the authorized keys. Technically, it will be done by the server team. Your job is to know how to use Putty Gen software to generate your own key, what to share with the server administrator. And for the Linux users, I think we have to use something called as keygen. There is a command keygen. I think if you just type RSA keygen.
SSH hyphen keygen user TRSA.
Yeah, that's the exact command that you need to run. SSH. Let's try to look at the command. Guys, I'm not good with commands, so apologize me. RSA key generation Linux. Yeah, this is the command SSH hyphen keygen hyphen T RSA. And for the guys who were asking me how to run it on Mac, because Mac is a Linux operating system, you need to understand. On Mac, when you run this, it will generate two key files. All right, so let's take my hyphen key, and then other one would be my hyphen key.pub. That means this is the public key. So in Mac, if you're using Mac, if you run this command, you have to share this public key with your server administrator. And then when you're using, or when you're trying to connect to the server, what you need to do is you need to SSH hyphen I think that's how I remember. And then you need to give your key file name or give the exact location of your private key. This is your private key and this is your public key. Sorry. So give this one and then type the username at the rate IP address, like in our case 133.44.120.120. I don't know what's the IP address is. So this is how you first generate the keys. You share only the public key with the server administrator. Then if you want to connect to the cloud server, you use SSH-I and then give the key file location. If it is residing /u02 or whatever the location is, give the private key file location, not the public key. And then give the username at the rate IP address, and that's how you will be able to connect to the Oracle Cloud. Good that you told about this one, otherwise we would have missed this Linux linking.